I keep thinking about that theme within Ishmael where mankind assumed evolution stopped with mankind, that intelligence only belonged to mankind. Just because we were the first to have self-awareness and to use logic and reasoning doesn't mean that it's not developing in the other species, creatures on this planet or in the universe. Because I was raised Catholic, but I am now in a new thought philosophy called religious science, and the two beliefs that these have in common are that God is everywhere present, God is all-knowing, and God is all-powerful. Now, if God is all-knowing and is everywhere present, then it stands to reason that the all-knowingness, that intelligence, absolute intelligence, which is God, is present in everything, in every creature. So why wouldn't that intelligence be in a spider or be in a dolphin? If God's everywhere present, then the intelligence of God is also in the stars and in the trees and in the grass and in the oceans and in the lakes. Then that all intelligence that is God has to be present in everything that we perceive. Now, I'm not saying that we can communicate with these things telepathically, but in my own experience, I've seen that I can communicate with creatures through intentions. And intentions are bigger than we give them credit for. I'll give you a very weak example of what I'm talking about. I have a tortoise, Pepsi. And if in the morning I forget to feed Pepsi, soon as the awareness that I forgot to feed Pepsi becomes known in my consciousness, I will all of a sudden see Pepsi lift his head and come walking towards the front of the glass case in anticipation of being fed. And this is before I've walked over to the refrigerator and got some lettuce out. So I think it's not a telepathic communication. I think it's more of an intention. If our intention is to anticipate the intelligence that is God in the creatures, in the insects, in the sea animals, in the universe, in the stars, in the trees. I know it's really hard for us to wrap our minds around the fact that the intelligence that is God, which is everywhere present, has to be in everything, including what appears to be inanimate objects. But if we have the intention to anticipate that intelligence in the trees or in the stones or in the ocean or in the dogs or in the dolphins or in the gorillas, because we truly do believe that God is everywhere present and God is all intelligent, if we have the intention of anticipating this, I wonder how things might change.